Hey guys, wasn't gonna do another video today, but I thought about it and it's actually 1 year to the day that I had colon cancer surgery. And I just wanted to reflect on some things because this has been an insane year for me. This has been really, really crazy. Um, some of the some of the things, right from the start, you know, um, even just hearing that you have cancer at 44 years old. At the time I was 44, 45 now, and even just hearing that is something that I never thought I'd hear. I never thought I'd hear it about me. You've seen it happen all different ages and people you're related to, people other people are related to. At 44 years old, I didn't think I was gonna ever hear that about me, and I was wrong. It's exactly what I heard, and that immediately rushed me out of work. That would be the last time I saw that. That would be the last time I lived that life. I lived that life 6 days a week for 21 years. Heavily traumatized by a lot of that. The day-to-day fight to do my best for cats. That has been my number one concern throughout my time with AHS, and losing that because you're on a never-ending treadmill, and if you stop or you pause for too long, a lot of times there would be repercussions for that. There would be you would lose cats, or things would happen without you in the room, let alone in the building. I'd be scared to take vacations for years. I really would just take like an extra day or extra 2 days on my day off type thing, until recently where I kind of started seeing the train coming. But this just took my entire life and slammed it against the wall, and it put it to a complete halt. So not only did I lose my day-to-day purpose of taking care of these cats and knowing that they could put their worries aside and I can assure them a better home, and we can come together as a team and have that same mindset and just do amazing things, and we continue to do that. And my mind was always there, working 6 days a week. Even on the seventh day, you'd have so much going through that. You'd be texting people at work, how's this one doing? How's that one doing? Some days you couldn't wait to get back there. Some days that you knew there was a medication or something that was so critical that I'd run up there on my day off. This has been my life for 2 decades. So not only do I lose that, I lose family. I considered a lot of the people that I worked with, their family. And just like that, based on me getting cancer and the events that followed with AHS as a whole, just going all 100% in on the things that I stood against, the things that I argued against, and specifically the end game being the two cats that everybody in that building knew that I was going to foster. And if they would have called me and said, this is going to happen if you don't foster these guys now, I would have signed the paperwork on Butterfinger and fostered the other two. And they know that that was an option, but somewhere along the line, there was a hard decision made. I don't mean hard decision as far as it was difficult for them, because if it was difficult for them, they wouldn't have done it. Not with a zero upside on putting two cats outside that could have just moved to my house, and I don't care if it would have took me a year to get them where they needed to be and into homes. That's what I would have done. And everybody there knows that. But again, there was a decision, a very put your foot down, end game decision is what I mean by hard, very firm decision made that he's not to be contacted, and this is what we're doing, and we don't care. There were people I considered very, very close to me that, because of the involvement I know that they had in that, they're dead to me. That alone hurts. That's still a death. Whether that's the way that I was made to feel based on their actions, that doesn't change the fact that it's a loss for me. These people I cared about. There's people in there that I know had no hand in that. They had no say in it. at the very least. Even if in the end they conceded, I know that they had no say in it, and I don't hold them at fault. But I lost them too. When it comes down to it, across the board, I lost every piece of AHS that was family to me. And I was with them and spoke to them more so than my own family, because I was there 6 days a week. Spent way more of my waking hours in that building than I did here. So these are just things that I had to endure and adjust to. Over time, I found different coping mechanisms as I started to rebuild, as I came back from being able to do things physically. I started to really invest in all of my my efforts, whether it be my chickens, whether it be my training. I did the Savage race. I did 2 races in one day on 2 hours of sleep. I couldn't have been happier with the result of that. And I've grown quite a bit. And I continue to try to train my body, but also through this whole process, I've been training my mind. And I'm trying to make myself an overall better person. I'm going to be me. I'm going to talk the type of trash that I talk. I'm going to speak honestly. I'm going to tell people how I see it. And that's just the way that I am. And I don't really care who likes that or who doesn't, because this world is just full of people who are going to lie to you every day to make you feel better and make you feel like they're a good person. And I'm not into that. I've never been into that, and I will continue to double down on that as I go forward, because I see no reason to be disingenuous with people. I see no reason to butter things up for people. And if that means that I guess I go through this life and I have 0 friends and people who call me and want to hang out and all of that stuff, then I guess so be it. But I continue to build and put my best efforts forth in the avenues that I'm given. I tried this YouTube, this content thing, and it did a lot for me. It really helped to bring me out of my shell a bit, and really push all of my insecurities down. Every picture I take of myself, there's probably 10, 15 of them that I delete before I post the one, and I'm still not so sure about that half the time. So whether I have my shirt off or this or that, please believe me, I'm fighting through a lot to even do that, because that's just where my mind has always been. So I continue to try to build myself up and continue to try to execute at the best possible efficiency that I can have, and that's what I do with everything I do. So through that, it was a good kind of mental test. I put myself to that schedule. I stuck to it, 3 videos a day for a month, and it definitely helped me relieve some of those insecurities and force myself out there, which I think helps me a lot. But yeah, I just wanted to touch base on this. I recently got some help, and I'm hoping I'll be able to get some like a charity healthcare, where I go to a doctor, and because I have no income, there's no cost, and hoping at least I could see a doctor again, because I haven't done that since, I believe, July, and it's hard. All of this stuff is hard from the financial side, but the mental thing is the toughest. That's something I fight every single day. So I'm just putting this out there to touch base. And if anything else, I will tell you that this year has taught me a lot. And I'm very grateful to be here. I don't take any of that for granted. I never thought I'd hear that at that age. And the fact that I get to live every day now, I take all of these things I get to do now so much more seriously. And that's why you're getting 110% of me every time out, regardless of what I'm doing. So I just hope that an opportunity comes along that helps me right my ship and puts me back where I'm able to really contribute. But thank you guys for watching and listening and sharing, and whatever you guys have done to help me throughout. Please continue. I need very much. And thanks.